Hello. How's everybody doing? There we go. Just making a little dinner. Or at least a little something to nourishing. Hello, darling. Hello, darlings. How are we doing? Hello, hello, hello. So, oyster tuna sauce, and then garlic onion powder. We already added a little bit of oil. And where is my salt? There we are. There we go. Hello, darlings. Ooh. There we got a crosswind right there. No thank you. Yeah. A very 80s pink. It's not my house. I just ran here, and pink. No. Blacks, reds, jewel tones. Absolutely. Pink? Getting a little brown going on the mushrooms. Hey, how you doing, Angel? A little better. Still working on getting things squared away and whatnot. But I had a really good night last night. Like just headspace wise, verified site wise. Hopefully got a new person coming in on that site. Lives have kind of really been all over the place lately. Like, I don't know if I'm being suppressed or what's going on. But yeah, like, it's been kind of weird lately, to say the least. It's still functional. I definitely have to drive it tomorrow to make sure that the battery is charged. So I keep trying. Still getting stuff up and running, like, site-wise and whatnot. But yeah. Right, thank you. Nice. I am doing a little bit of the Boondock original. And, of course, I'm going to be adding a little bit of cheese, a little bit of egg, because I like a thick kind of sauce. Right, dude, I've been inundated with on my FYP. And that is wild, because not only am I very heavily practicing witch, I am ex-evangelical, I have religious trauma, and like I don't stand for that shit on my FYP at all, and yet I've just been inundated with it. And I'm like, are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? So yeah, like I'm not happy about that. I am so not happy about that. Cause here's the thing, being that I'm ex-evangelical, I know about, like, not only their thought process, but how they are not supposed to be proselytizing, how they are not supposed to be being unkind and untoward to people, and yet, like, that is dominating, like, so many areas, and I'm like, are you shitting me? Like, what the fuck? Doing bulldog, except I picked absolutely the wrong, I picked the wrong vessel to try and cook in. It's shallow, but I think there might be a bend in the pan, so it's not quite right. But yeah, I'm just like, WTF? Why are you showing up on my page? Why are you proselytizing? Why are you doing the things that are antithetical to the teachings? Like, the fuck? So yeah, I'm just like, so I am open to suggestions as to where else to go, because if this is the way this app is gonna go, no, absolutely not. I won't even try anymore. Thank you, darling. You're right that I should, but like I refreshed my FYP settings like, I want to say like only about a month ago or so. So like not even that long. FYP settings like, I want to say like only about a month ago or so. So like not even that long ago. Maybe it's been a little bit longer. I'm shit with time at times, but yeah, I'm just like, why are you showing up now? And that's the weird thing, is I suddenly got this nice big jump in SW 304 TikTok, which I'm a part of and getting more into. But like then I also saw this sharp jump in talk, and I'm like, no. No, I know I didn't place those bricks. No. And I'm like, it takes everything in me to not get like fighty. It's in the settings. Like if you type in how do I reset my FYP, you'll get plenty of tutorials that'll come up. It shouldn't be too difficult to do, but you know. Oh god, no. Oh no. No. No, because like sometimes when you get into like the X blah 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 talks, like whether it's, you know, Mormon or Christian or any of those, it'll bring you more, and like it's like it makes you fight against the thing that you tried to escape, and I'm just like, I'm gonna have a full ass yes, I saw one of those. I'm like, no. 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 I'm like, fuck no. I'm like, Hey Trip, how you doing? Yes, like between the body shaming / skinny talk, which, no baby, I am never gonna be skinny. I never was skinny. Like I have genetics that go skinny. No, we're trying to build you like a 1600s peasant. Like, I'm just. Where did I put the cheese? I got a bag of cheese. I'm like, this app has suddenly lost its a damn mind. Oh, yay, sounds like fun. Hello, hello, hello. But like, between that and just my views are in the tank. So like, like, I've been having, you know, I mean, a lot of you have been here for a while. Like, you saw how often I was reading tarot cards and, you know, how many people I could, you know, get to come in, and like, it's been like pulling teeth lately to get me to the right crowd. Yes, I'm so sorry. I am working on that. I promise you. I've had so much. I don't know why I overestimate like how quickly I can get something done for certain stuff. So. Goodness. Wow. I'm like, in the fuck? At least the trolls got creative this time? Oh, man. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, that was friggin' funny, because I'm just like, well, I haven't seen that particular word in a very long time. Oh, don't worry. My spell check as of late, I have just been wondering if I'm losing IQ points. Because not only is my punctuation just way off, like, friggin' spelling has just been trash. And I'm like, aren't you supposed to be my auto check feature? Like, aren't you supposed to, like, of the two of us, auto spell, aren't you supposed to be like better educated? Like, I'm not a bad speller per se, but I'm not like the most fantastic speller. You know, like I get letters inverted. No, I don't think it's dyslexia. I think it's the ADHD, and that's my story, and I'm gonna stick to it. But yeah, like, I'm sorry, but that was fucking funny. Right. right. Oh, you mean you did mean ducking this time? You're like, son of a bitch. Oh, man. So, yeah. I'm just like, okay. I was like, but no, like, lately my views have been absolutely in the trash. And like, I can't tell if there's an actual rise in purity culture and things adjacent to it, or if trash people have gotten a hold of the algorithm and now are pushing trash views on people who don't want to see that shit. And I'm just like, the fuck is going on? Hey, hey, hey. But yeah, it was like, this shit is wild. But yeah, I'm on early. I'm going to be on my verified sites tonight. Or I should say verified site. There's some places that I post all the content and whatnot, but there's one place that I like to go live. So, and I'm hoping tonight is as good as last night was, because last night was really nice. It was fun. I had a quiet minor meltdown with somebody I knew from here who was over there. And we talked. We got my head out of the bad space. And then we had a very lovely person come in, and it was quite nice. Hey! I'm so proud of you. I'm really glad that you went back and redid that paper. I am so serious. Like, and the fact that you got a 90.9, that shows that you really put in the effort and understood the assignment. That is so the best thing. Honestly, that is so the best thing on so many levels. I'm so glad you did that, hon. Truly, I am. I mean, look at you. I know you were worried about the grades. I know you were worried about how you were gonna do and everything. But a 90.9, you did good. You did real good. I have known some people who were smart as a whip and dedicated and everything, but like their first paper, they got like 78, 68, and had to go back and rewrite it. Like, you did good. Mm. Ooh. Oh, nice and spicy. Oh yeah, that's gonna clear some sinuses. I'm definitely gonna be redoing my makeup. Well, at least my lip. Oh yeah. So no straws for at least a month. You don't want suction really of any variety. Saltwater rinses. Try not to eat anything that has like small particulate in it. Like anything that has like small seeds and whatnot, because you don't want it getting stuck in that pocket. Definitely no smoking of any variety. And if you like to garden, gummy gardening is okay, but if you can step away from the gardening for a little bit, sometimes it can kind of confuse your system as to what it's supposed to be doing. So, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely rinse. And when we say rinse, don't do that. Don't do that. Just basically gently. Oh yeah, definitely rinse. And when we say rinse, don't do that. Don't do that. Just basically gently shake your head and just let the water flow out. Don't put any pressure on it, because you don't want to accidentally upseat the clot that is sitting in there. So yeah. Well, it's not, well, okay, so firstly, the smoke adds particulate to the clot itself, which can irritate the area. But it's the suction, when it comes to smoking, that will pull on that plug, and if that comes out, then you can get the dry socket. That's why you're avoiding using straws or anything that uses any amount of suction. Do not, and I so mean this, Do not, if you happen to have a partner of any variety, again, it's the suction that causes the issue. Sit back and be the princess for once. Like, yeah. As long as you're doing what you do. Oh, don't take aspirin. Don't take aspirin. That is a thinner, and it can cause, again, the plug to come loose. But I do believe you're allowed to take ibuprofen and ibuprofen and Tylenol, because they reduce heat and swelling. So yeah, just take the meds that they give you. Definitely follow their directions. Give it at least 2 weeks to a month. Your mouth does heal incredibly quickly, but yeah, if that plug upseats itself, it doesn't feel good. It does not feel good. No. Hey, how you doing, Katie? Let me see if there's a... something I wish I could do. Right? And it's an actual... oh, wait, I left that on. That's an actual brick wall. So it's not just like a faux backsplash. Oh, yeah, no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that we've got one who's been rolling through the deep, as it were. I did a little cleaning today. I think I might use that as a runway, do some outfit looks and whatnot. So we're gonna put that there. Oh, you and me both. You and me both. Dude, I'm getting worked up over safe for work audio. So I'm like, oh, you want to take me on a nice date, Soap? Yes, please, thank you. Now take me home. I'm like, okay, no. What is wrong with me? Oh, shit. Let's see if I can get this set up somehow. Someday. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why? Right? You get a little breeze go past you and you're like, oh, thank you. You're like, why am I like this? Why? You get a little breeze go past you and you're like, oh, thank you. You're like, why am I like this? Why? I'm just saying. I am just saying. And it's not like I haven't had offers. It's just the offers were not they didn't meet standards. I'm like, if the offers met standards, we'd be in a different boat, but so far, no. I accidentally unplugged my computer today at the wrong moment. So it's going to take forever to boot up. Don't mind me. Oh, that's nice and spicy. Saucy. I don't like soupy noodles. Like they change texture way too quick, and they get like, I don't know, just they get like really weird. I don't like it changes the mouthfeel, and I can't stand them. Shush up. Soybean. That's funny though. But no. So I do a saucier noodle. That's also why I add a little bit of egg and cheese, is to create a thicker sauce, a thicker consistency, and that way they will stay the right texture for me longer. I cannot stand like mushy noodles. Ugh. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Ugh. That's good stuff. Now, on the upswing, I did read a 90-page book today, so woo! So much information. Right? It's one of my favorites. Thrift Stored. Although this is technically a left-handed mug, as you would see the face like this, but I'm so right-handed that I'm like, why am I face to face with an owl? But it is a fantastic mug. Oh, good God. I think I might put lashes on later. Uh-huh. Yeah, I didn't know that they had different handed mugs until like I got this and then realized the thing was facing me and I'm like, I don't like it facing me. I don't like it facing me. It doesn't feel right. And I was like, switch to the other side. I'm like, oh, it's a left-handed mug. Okay, shit happens. But yeah. Now, for the mods who are in here, right? For the mods who are in here, if we get a bunch of the let me have a little runway, there is a chance that I'll get from this app. At this point, I'm not caring. Like, I'm in a very different odd headspace. Oh no, they don't. Not only do they not like witchy things, they're getting really loud and incredibly persistent. And I find it really, really violent in a lot of ways because First Amendment is not just freedom of religion, but it's freedom from religion. And in the Bible, there are express commands that you do not proselytize. You don't push your religion on other people who don't want to know about your religion. And I am pretty severely religiously traumatized. So yeah, I am the wrong person to proselytize at because I know the book better than they do, and I don't set for the bullshit. Like, you can be Christian and you can be one of my audience members, because we've had them before, who were very polite. They were kind. They did not push their religion. Like, they behaved themselves as they have been asked to by their religious denomination. But then we've had some others lately come in who are just like, tarot cards, demonic, other things, you're a witch. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like, this is the room that I've been renting for the last couple of months, but I honestly, I need to find something. Like, no shade. Literally no shade to my landlords. They have been absolutely fantastic. They have been wonderful. But I need my own space. And I want my own space to be able to do my own content as I want and as I need. And part of that is I need a little bit of outdoor space that is just mine. so that I can do what I need to do and do what I want to do. So yeah. Get me to 20K, and yes. Oh, I've told them. I have definitely told them when they've come in. I'm like, we can have a conversation, but A, you're gonna lose, and B, if you act up, you will get. And at times, I will give them the option to leave of their own accord, and other times I'll just be like, no. We're not doing this. Oh, goodness. So yes, if we get to 20K likes, I will do a party trick, no problem. I've also got my new fangs. Once I'm kind of done eating for a while, I'll put the fangs in and we can do a little in a battery. How do you do, darling? Hey, B, I'm doing good. Yeah, they're fun to play with on a certain level. They're fun to school on a certain level because a lot of them are wildly underinformed or misinformed and need to be taught about their own book. But the ones who, when they lose the fight, you can tell. You can really, really, really tell when they lose the fight. Because they get big mad. They start calling me demon possessed. They start making like big claims. And I'm like, no, you're just mad because you literally got schooled on your own book, on your own religion, by somebody who lived that religion for 20 years. And you decided you're not going to actually pay attention. Guess what? You just got schooled and you're mad about it. So, of course, it's, oh, you're demon possessed. I'm like, the devil's biggest lie was teaching you he didn't exist. And a bigger lie still is the fact that those who are demonically influenced can speak the words of the Bible. But that doesn't mean somebody who worships pagan gods. That means people within that religion who take the Lord's name in vain, who do things that are antithetical to the teachings. Like, yeah. Hi, demon. Harry meet. Well, be. And they're acting like the word demon or heretic or pagan, thank you, is somehow going to be an offense to me. How do you think that's going to be an offense to me? Like, honestly, how do you think that's going to be an offense to me? Offensive who? Offensive what? Like, you're not going to offend me by calling me a demon, because I know what's what. And the very fact that you have to stoop to what you consider the largest insult, having a little something to eat, probably cleaning up the makeup a bit, warming up to do a bit of inner bathery, and then I'll be on my verified site later on. And by all means, if that is your delight, come on by. That part. That part. And the whole thing is, like, I want to say it's like in the book of Matthew, it expressly tells you not to proselytize as a person who is a. You're not supposed to proselytize. You're supposed to take all of your grievances and whatnot into a quiet room and talk to your father alone because he already knows. Like, it's them trying to subvert free will, which free will is a cornerstone of the religion. It's your free will was imbued to you by God, who knows everything that's already going to happen. And I'm like, if the big one already knows everything that's going to happen, then these little ones don't need to do anything. They literally don't need to do anything. And by doing something, they are saying, or they are stating, they are putting forward that they know better than their own deity, which is heresy, which is blasphemy. I'm like, y'all don't even understand your book. Oh, headed to a concert today in Oakland, Berkeley. Nice. What are you going to see, my dear? Hey, Ariana. How's everybody doing? How we doing? How we hanging in there? And I'm just trying to find some better platforms to be on, because, yeah, from what I'm seeing, it's getting gross around here real quick. I'm gonna stick around for the 304s and for the SWs, because, you know, they are fast becoming my community. But I am less and less attached to this platform. Oh, nice. Joe Keery. Did he play he played the sheriff? You have to help me. I'm so shit with people's names. Hello, darling. Damn it. Spicy was good. If anybody needs tarot cards, by all means, feel free to ask. We will get that up and running. Oh. Mm. So spicy, but so good. Mm. Green onions and mushrooms were just the right additive. Oh. Hello. Oh. 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 He has such an unfortunate face. He has such an unfortunate face. And I mean, the hair was not helping. I'm hanging in there as best I can. You know how it goes. Like, he has the face of, like, a weasel, a rat. Like, it's very pointed, and I don't mean it to sound that insulting. I swear. But it's just, that hair with that face just, it screams blockbuster manager, okay? It's just, I'm sure if there was, I'm sure if he gained about, like, 10 years and maybe about 20 pounds worth of, like, just muscle and flesh, it would be better. But he's so young, he's so skinny, he's so middle of Ohio, first assistant manager at the last Blockbuster standing, just... He smells like sweat and secondhand failure, just, you know... I'm just... Oh. Okay, I'll show the picture. I'll show the picture. Wait, no, it's... Let me turn this around. That'll be better. So I'm just... Like, that is the worst possible picture. I mean... I'm not saying cheating should ever be commonplace, but Acting is a very stressful job, and often it has you away from your family for like long periods of time. And I think it's sometimes you miss the reconnecting bond that you would have for like a person that you get to spend a lot of time with. So like when you're around other lovely looking people and you actually get to bond with them, again, I'm not excusing it. I'm so not excusing it, but I'm just like, yeah, acting seems to be very, very rife with those kind of activities. And I think it's partly because of the insane schedules and just everything that's going on. And, you know, you end up bonding with certain people because you have actual time around them and you're exchanging shared situations and whatnot. So it's like, it's unfortunate, but I do understand it. So, hello, darlings. Don't mind me as I do a little eating. Oh, oh, oh no. Oh no. Okay, I thought they met on set. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh shit. And I swear, if she's 20 years younger than him, I will be disappointed. I mean, the man looks like he's in his 50s, headed swiftly towards his 60s, and I know he's probably closer to his 40s. But if this girl is like in her 20s, I will be ever so disappointed in him. Like, on so many levels. I mean, he's not my favorite person or nothing, but ew. Ew. Apparently the guy who played the sheriff. Thank you! I appreciate it. Let me finish. Sorry, let me finish. Apparently the sheriff from Stranger Things cheated on his wife, Lily Allen, with a much younger person, which is ew. Which is ew. Which is ew. Not good. Not good. Not good. It's kind of like Chris Evans, who's like in his 40s getting married to like a girl who's, I should say girl, very young woman who's like in her mid 20s. I'm just like, sir. And I am eating Bulldog Original Spicy with some mushrooms, some green onions. I got a little slow cooked pork in there that'll probably be there for a while, because I am so much more interested in the spicy noodles at this point. Oh no. Oh, that's well. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah, you're 1,000% right there. Where did I put my? You're right. Some people just can't handle it. Though more often than not, and like again, no tea, no shade. I don't think it's like gender, but like so often it seems to be men. And I don't know if that's because a certain type of person starts approaching them more. But yeah. Yeah. Fame is a hell of a thing. Oh, it's a slow cooked pork. I did I did a really nice braising with pepper, salt, garlic, tuna, oyster sauce, Worcestershire, a seasoned vinegar. Did a nice little browning on it, but then did it in the slow cooker. So there's like an outside crust of this really nice dark, flavorful coloring. Mm. 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 Okay, that's good. I love a slow cooker. How's everybody doing? Hello. Right? They have a lovely mouthfeel. They retain their firmness a little bit more. It's really kind of hard to overcook them, especially if you do a more sauced method versus a soup method. And again, I'm just not much one for soups. I like a good sauce. And then I love to add a little bit of mushroom, onion, or some sort of veg to go with. A little bit of meat. But yeah, ooh, that's spicy. Oh, it opens up those passages really, really nice. So, yeah. So I am keeping a slightly different schedule for my page. I've had to shift things around just a touch. So if you notice a difference, it's okay. Don't worry. Nobody panic. Just kind of shifting things around a little bit, and we're all adjusting to needing to buckle in and do things a little bit differently now, aren't we? Like, I hope everybody's calling their representatives. And if you have like a not so great representative, I really hope that you are looking into ways to recall them, to hold special elections, to get in front of their power grab, and also realize that voting local and doing local measures is an even better way to stymie power. So yeah, just be careful. Oh yeah, I swear to God, TikTok doesn't do anything about anything. Like, it has been the growing concern and the growing issue that they are literally not taking care of anything, that they are just... Unfortunately, this platform is definitely on the... So I think everybody's looking for the new app to go to. I'm trying to check out some new places, see which ones I really like. I thought I was going to enjoy Favorited more, but the fact that I can't post up anything there and I can only go live, I'm just like, yeah, but yeah. So, you know, ride this thing till the oil falls off. Hey. Nice. Yay. Ba-da-ba. Yeah, no, sometimes it takes me a minute. I'm very intelligent, but sometimes my logical wit fails me for like a good solid minute. You're like, wait for it, wait for it. I get there eventually. Oh, that's right. I was gonna. Okay, so I'm going to get something fired up on Twitch. If somebody goes over there, let me know if the sound is coming across correctly. I'm going to be fidgeting with a few things here and there. Yeah. Okay. Give it a second. I haven't even started it. Velvet. It is the most lovely velvet material. I absolutely adore it. Like, the blue velvet dresses that I got are lovely. This one was done by Shein, funny enough. Still love it. Fantastic. The other one that I have is Betsy Johnson. And somebody thrifted it. And if you know Betsy Johnson, I am I am a knower of a lot of brand labels, but I don't tend to shop at brand label stores because they are stupid expensive. Like unhinged expensive, and I can't justify that. But yeah, they thrifted Betsy Johnson, and I'm like, what? Because a dress like that would easily run couple $100, like without even batting an eye. Let's see. Going live. Let's see, what's today's date? Right, I love a good secondhand store. I freaking adore a good secondhand store. Okay. Let me put y'all somewhere safe. So I'm still looking for a job. I put in a couple of applications. I'm hoping that I will get some answers back sooner rather than later. And then of course I am I'm doing some site work as well. So yeah. Hello, darling. I know that if I say too much on this platform, with their track record with me when I wasn't doing anything. Oh. Hey! Oh, you can oh, good. Yay! Tell me if I snap my fingers over here if it's like louder versus when I'm over here. Because I have my Yeti mic turned on and it picks up really well. Okay, so it is picking up. Yay, it's picking it up from that mic. I know that if I face that mic directly, it's just like, boom. Hey! How's everybody doing? Hi. So yeah, worst comes to worst, if I suddenly disappear from here, for whatever reason, In a Bathory is the backup page / page that I am trying to grow right now. And I will also be doing Twitch and YouTube and some other stuff. If you feel like supporting directly, there are links in Lios, you know, go have at. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, Jesus. Small win. But I will take it. At this point, I will fucking take it. Like, the fact that certain people have been allowed to absolutely ride roughshod over every check, balance, every single law, and they are not being held accountable. Like, one of the first things that's going to need to happen when this regime is broken is they're going to need to be held accountable. All of them are going to need to be held heavily accountable, or else we're not going to be making forward progress. And I think that is something that is not quite understood at this point in time, is that, yeah, we're going to have to hold a second Hague. Because what they did was sell people into, like, literal slavery. And like, there was a ton of human rights violations. They passed the SAVE Act, which you need to be jumping down your representatives' throats. The SAVE Act is a bill, resolution, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It makes it so that if your name on your birth certificate does not match the name on your, like, driver's license, official documentation, now you can't vote. Which, how many women, how many femmes, how many people change their last names to the partner that they married, and therefore their birth certificate has a different name than that? Yeah, everybody should be down their representatives' throats about that. Honestly, I in order to get true accountability, we're going to have to investigate the election itself. Because literally they told us that they cheated, that they rigged it, that they, like, it's demonstrably true. They said it on camera, like, to an audience. I'm like, I heard that, you heard that, what the fuck? Hey, how y'all doing? I hate to get on a high horse of any variety, but, you know. Yep, and that's what they're banking on. Whatever. So the card that jumped is the Four of Wands. We know the Four of Wands quite well. I do hope this comes true. No, in fact, this will come true. This will be a thing. Setting up the tent for celebration, for a party, for a soiree, for a big to-do. Getting everything lined up, getting ready to go, making sure the caterers are where they need to be. Everybody's, you know, food's here, music's there, dance floor's going, everybody's coming in good and fine, getting everything set up, ready to party. So, yeah. This could be a very good thing. This could be a very, very good thing. Yeah. Four of Wands. Ah, thank you, darling. And yes, don't worry, I'm very she-her today. Nobody worry, it's all good. How is everybody doing? Thank you, darling. If I could just get my rent paid and find myself a decent nail sub, ooh, I know what I want for my next go around. I want, like, the base of them a bit more red, kind of like a deep unctuous red color, but I want the tips in more of like a frosted, like, white or a matte white kind of coloring, with maybe a little bit of, like, thin line art on it. I don't think that these nail techs would be able to do the beading like I wanted. They were good, but I'm just like, I'm almost ready to branch out and see if I can find a different nail tech to, like, do my art, because I want claws. I want actual fucking, like, black woman at a DMV kind of claws. I want nail art. You know, I wanna go in with my little red book app and just go, hey, can you do this? And them go, oh yeah, we got you covered. Like, I need that. I need that in my life. I need that in my life. And hey, maybe if I can just, you know, find enough men who like to be under boot heel, I can bully them into it. Really? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Every time I have seen black women at the DMV, they always have the most spectacular nails. Like, I absolutely adore them. Right? But yeah, these are my nails. These are like thin profile acrylic. I need something that is permanent. Regular press-ons, I am a little too rough with my hands for that. I'm a little hands-on. I will be live until probably at least 6:30. So yeah, probably at least 6:30, and then I'll be going live on verified places probably around 7:30, 8 o'clock ish. And yes, I do work with anybody and everybody as long as you're over a certain age. You will have to get yourself verified. We will have to have discussions. There will be etiquette to follow. But if you are of the proclivities, by all means, show up, show out. I would adore seeing y'all over there, especially if you want to have more in-depth discussions about certain things that we cannot discuss over here, because even in an educational sense, they get real uppity about being frank and honest about stuff. So, and no, corn is not an addiction. Some people might have it as a maladaptive coping mechanism, but it is not an addiction. It is not inherently detrimental. I could have entire symposiums on this frickin' subject. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I've been actually thinking of posting my art up on A, B, C, D, E, yeah, F. So, if you know, you know. If you know sign language, you know what letters I did. Yeah, no, I love my freaking artwork. And yeah, I'm kind of thinking of putting my spicier stuff up there, because I can't post it everywhere. There are certain sites that allow you to post like not safe for work artwork, because, you know, it's just fine, whatever. Other places are like really finicky about that. I'm waiting for, what is it? Quinky.com. If you know Mr. Pierre, Jam, and Moxie, they are trying to start up a Quinky online space for creators, so that they can post their goods, their products, the everything. I'm hoping that starts up soon. They are looking for backers right now. They are doing, what do you call it? They're doing like an Indiegogo kind of thing. So get on there and help out. Oh, I hadn't decided if I was done eating or not. I'm giving my system a second to figure it out. So, thank you. I should probably know within about the next 7 or 8 minutes whether or not I'm gonna eat anymore. I just have an incredibly small stomach because of gastric bypass Roux-en-Y, so I have to eat more slowly, and I have to actually kind of literally internally measure how full I actually am, because I will feel full after 2 bites and then wander away from food for like an hour, and then suddenly go, oh my god, I'm fucking starving again. What the? Oh, it's because I literally only took 2 bites, and I've got a stomach literally half the size of my fist. So yeah. Hey, hi Kelly, how you doing? Oh, I'm sorry, I just saw all that stuff pop up real quick. Thank you. It can, but I will tell you right now, for my system, it hurts so bad if I overeat that I feel like violently physically ill. And if I eat too much too fast, my body's solution to that, because it doesn't want to deal with all this, is yes, it will try and bring it up, but more importantly, it'll just make me pass out. So I'll go night-night for like a solid 45 minutes and wake up still feeling kind of sick, but also going, yeah, we're not doing that again. We're not doing that again now. I layered my hair once. I should correct that. A hairdresser. A hairdresser convinced me to layer my hair once. When I tell you I looked like an AKC champion show poodle, curly hair, it only hangs this long because of its weight. If you take 3 inches off, it'll move up by 5. So she layered my hair, and when it was perfectly wet, it looked okay. And when my hair dried, I had this little poop on top. I had this mid layer that looked like ears. And then I had this back layer that looked like a fucking mullet. When I tell you, I was not a happy camper. I was pissed. It was bad. Same thing with, like, I had somebody straighten my hair once. Not chemical straightening, because no, you're not putting chemicals on me. Fuck you. I can burn my own hair, thank you very much. And I've done it. They did it with just a regular flat iron. I looked like Terry Crews in Idiocracy. I looked like Randy Camacho, sans the beard, okay? That hair was straight. All I needed was the head bandana. It was awful. It was awful. I almost asked for a manager. It was bad. It was really bad. That part. Because, yeah, depending on the strength of your curl, and my curls are surprisingly strong, depending on the strength of your curl, yeah, you'll cut like 3 inches off the edge or 3 inches off the end, and you're like, oh, okay, it's gonna stay right there. And you're like, oh no. And then you can do that same 3-inch cut on, say, somebody who has a little bit of a finer curl, and it'll stay perfectly well. But yeah, it is completely hit and miss as to how strong your hair is going to be and how much it's going to whoop. So yeah it's wild. Let's see if I can find. Oh, I don't blame you. I rarely cut my hair anymore, and I know that I probably should just to get the dead ends off and whatnot. But yeah, like, cutting your hair can be traumatizing, or at least nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking is probably a better word. Traumatizing is a little overly dramatic. There we go. I think I'm going to do a new set tomorrow. This set's okay, but it's not quite balanced the way I want it to be. So, yeah. Right? Because they count your hair as long, but they charge you more because they also do not know how to handle your hair. It's like, is my hair long, or are you just not used to working with curly hair? Kind of like not the last time I ever got a haircut, but like, I side-eye palm-colored people who say, oh my god, I can work with your hair. No, that's okay. Go ahead and hand me over to either the Latina, or to the black woman, or to the ragingly gay man. Palm-colored, like, especially if she's got, like, that stick-straight, bottle blonde, bleached-as-shit hair. No, Bramberly, you're gonna keep your hands to yourself, and I'm gonna get somebody with some ethnicity in them that understands what my hair is going through. Because it's going through a lot, okay? And at this point, if you touch my hair, I'm going to need reparations. The last person I went to who was palm colored, they blue dried. Like, literally, did my hair, did all the cuts, and then they took a hot blow dryer, not a diffuser, a hot blow dryer to my hair. What do you think happened? What do you think happened? I looked like mahogany. I looked like Diana Ross in the 1970s, and this was the early 2000s. It was awful. It was awful. That part. Oh, so I did use a primer today. I used Sophia and Mabel's I Woke Up Like This. I added just a very soft hint of, what is the Morph palette. So it had a nice dark kind of deep red, and I mixed it with just a hint of a rather shiny, sparkly pink, and then just did gently across the cheeks, and then added a little bit of, I call it unicorn spooge. What's the actual name of it? LA Colors Illuminating Skin Enhancer Light Reflecting Drops. Opalescent. So just a hint of that on the apples of the cheek to really pick up the shine, and a little bit down the center to give my nose a little bit more depth and reflection. So, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it, darling. Let me go ahead and get down into my lovely inner bathroom. How are you doing, my dears? Hopefully you're doing well. I am working on getting hopefully some more people to go over to my other page and join there. That way we can have all the things. All the lovely things. And if anything were to happen to this platform, I will go over there. But yes, the pages are run a little bit differently. It's much more sumptuous, much more ASMR. It's much more vampire over there, because I am cultivating a very particular brand. If you don't know, hi, resident worker. It is not the thing that people normally think, but most people think of in only one variety, or only two varieties, truthfully. It is a very large cover-all term, and I am a person who likes power dynamics, so I fashion myself very much after vampires, monsters, things of old refinement and very particular taste. So, yes. How's everyone doing this evening? I know my posh tends to wander. I've noticed that going back through some of my old stuff, but I am refining who and what I am and how I go about things. So, different times, different places, different whatevers. How's everyone doing this evening? Ah, yes, if we get to 20k, I will be doing a party trick, so feel free to have at, my darlings. What shall we talk about? I am enjoying the hair today. I will say it's nice and fluffy. It's got just the right amount of bounce, just the right amount of wild to it. Thank you, darling. Some days, I don't know why I've got a song stuck in my head, and I don't know what it is. I know that it's two people singing, one male, one female voice, singing in tandem. I think I'm remembering something from Hamilton. Hello, darling. How are you doing today? Come in, my dears. How are you? If you don't know me, I'm in a Bathory. How do you do? I'm the persona made up by sanguine threads. Yes, elder vampire in the extreme, witch, tarot card reader, entertainer, and educator. 40,000-year-old hedonist who's a temple priestess through and through. If you have some tussle in you, if you feel like being a troll, by all means, do come to the front of the class. We'll school you and then have you shipped off to boarding. I should do more spellcasting. It's been a hot second. Hello, my darlings. Come on in. How are you this evening? Hopefully well. I say evening, but it's still relatively young. So I just got inundated with a bunch of messages. Good evening. So, what shall I educate you on today? Give me a subject, any subject. We can take it up and run with it. Aww, thank you, my darling. Ever so cute and kind of you. But no, honestly, what should we speak on? There's so many subjects going on lately. It's just me and my fangs feel small. There. Did I get so used to those big, thick canines that I had? Oh goodness, I think I'm becoming a size queen. Thank you, my darling. Hello, come on in. Good place to decompress, get educated, and so much more. How do we do, my dears? Oh my goodness. These noodles are really good, and I know I don't seem like I ate very much, but I am so full. Anubis, my darling, how are you doing? It's been a good hot minute. How are you, my dear? I know so much has been going on in your world. Hello. How are you doing today? For those of you who do not know, yes, I do have fangs on my darling. And yes, I am a 40,000-year-old vampire, a witch, tarot card reader, temple priestess, general pain in the ass and scourge to so many. No, I wish I was. I truly wish I was. I'm actually in Southern California. Hello. If you're Christian, please do mind your manners. There's etiquette around here of a very particular variety. No, I don't wear foundation. Unfortunately, I found that every single foundation that I have tried causes me to have a very bad reaction. I don't know whether it packs my pores or if there's something very particular to foundation itself that irritates my skin. But as you can see, I've got a little bit darker on that side than I do on this side, and it was because I started having a reaction to foundation, so I tend not to wear it. I just wear a light bit of, what do we call it, a light bit of a primer. I tend to put the powders on over that, and then I seal it with, actually it's been a hot minute, but yeah, seal it with a little bit of e.l.f. Which, yes, I know I could also put it on a sponge, but Ooh, I don't think I've ever tried skin tint. I should probably do that when I get my feet under me, is go and get just a whole new set of makeup and whatnot. Now, if anybody wishes to just surprise me with something, by all means, feel free to check the Blinks in Lio, and Throne is a fantastic way to support directly, especially if you wish to just buy equipment or some such. Hello, Anubis. How are you doing, my darling? I know that it's been a bit rough over on your end. Someday. Oh, okay. Are these real things? I mean, they're real in the sense that, yes, they do exist on this mortal plane of reality, but they are caps that go on top of my dentures. I use friendly plastic, aka thermoplastic, in order to make them. And yes, I do embody that of a 40,000-year-old vampire. Do I drink the deep red? Absolutely not. I would not sully my fangs nor any other part of my body on it. On the other hand, I have found other quite lovely ways to get the life essence that I need. Honestly, a decently excited mortal can feed me, and large crowds at large venues can be a bit overwhelming. It's kind of like going to an all-you-can-eat buffet and having a foie gras style experience. But for the most part, I like slow, slightly smaller groups to feast on. How are you this evening? Thank you so much, Playful. No, darling. 40,000. I was alive and an empress to one of the oldest civilizations of the modern records. Hominids, as it were, have been around for roughly 300,000 years or so. My society was about 40,000 years ago, so while certain people were painting in caves, usually high off their tits on mushrooms and smearing things about. Thank you, darling. Mine and my variety were markedly not in caves so much. Then again, we knew how to live with the earth. We meant to have things moved and degrade over time. We didn't need structures that lasted forever. So, unfortunately, you do tend to lose a lot. But the world is meant to march forward. Not everything is meant to stand forever. My goodness. How are you all, my little mortals? I have to remind myself not to call you morsels. It makes you nervous. How are you? Come in, come in. We've got tarot cards aplenty. Thank you, darling. I do appreciate that. Tarot cards aplenty, and of course we always banter over here. So, if you have particular subjects or questions that you would like to ask and talk about, by all means, let's talk. I absolutely adore talking about these things. Politics at times, good cookery, etiquette, fashion, history, the human experience even. My, do I like experiencing humans. Mortals are ever so delightful in that particular regard. Let's see, where did I put my lip brush? There we are. Also, I'm dual streaming over with Twitch as well. So if you see me looking back and forth, I'm just making sure that I'm answering all the questions that come in and greeting people as they come through. I may be a very dominant femme type, but I'm also very, very big on etiquette, and part of that etiquette is making sure that you're addressing the room. Why, thank you, darling. You should find me over on the Tube of Views. I've got quite a bit up there. I think I need a couple hundred more subscribers before they'll start monetizing me. And quite a few more watch hours as well. So feel free to have me on in the background. I absolutely adore the fact that my voice is very comforting and very soothing to mortals as a whole. Aww. What makes me feel safe? If I ever find it, I'll let you know, honestly. What makes me feel safe in some regards, and I know this seems odd to some, is it would be financial security. Or having somebody who actually understands me enough when I'm at my Virgo's place. That makes me feel safe. Because even though I can get some push and pull on the ways I think, I know that I am loved and accepted there, and that, my needs will be taken care of. So, yes. I would like to find more spaces in which I could just relax and be myself, and not always have to turn it down so as not to cause mortals consternation and angst. There are a few other places, if you truly go for a deep dive, there are a few other places that you will find me, and I do go by a slightly different name on those. I've been on Nom Talks. I believe they are over on YouTube. I think they might also be here as well. You will see me in several other corsets if you do happen to find them. I have been a resident of the Renaissance Fair for a good decade and some odd change, so sometimes you will see pictures that look very much of me, usually balancing mugs. Yes, no, if you do deep dives, you'll probably see me otherwise, but I don't think I've ever been on a larger theatrical stage, per se. I would much rather become well-known in darker places. That is honestly one of the careers that I am pursuing now, is becoming more integrated with a very particular lifestyle that I wasn't able to live before, but now I wish to live more openly, freely, and honestly. So, come. I'm loving these questions. These are delicious and delightful. Hello, darlings. Come in. If you need your tarot cards read, by all means, let me know. And if nothing else, we can sit, we can talk, we can banter. And do let me know if I need to speak louder. Sometimes I forget and I start to whisper. Hello, Moose. How are you doing, my dear? Hello. Come in. Yes, if you happen to go to the Blinks in Lyle, they are $5 per card. You can get between 1 and 10 cards, and then I can read for you, my dear. As nary a problem. I do also have private reads that are available if you go through my Mayhem Market. Yes, there's many ways to go about that. And by this weekend, I will have commissions orders ready and willing to go for corsetry. I will be posting up for waist cinchers, the underbust style, as well as 2-layer and 3-layer corsets. Waist cinches are going to start at about 150 to about 250. Corsets, 2 layers will be 350, 3 layers will be 450. It is simply a matter of the materials. They are rather costly, and I do steel boning, not featherweight, not spring steel. I mean German steel. Why? Because we're going to hold you like the tides. Hello, hello. Welcome. Come on in. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully well. I know some of you have me on in the background, sitting, vibing, chilling, doing that thing. I'm also currently live over on Twitch as well. So let me know if you have any questions, any particular interests. I do actually hold 2 degrees, one of psychology and one of fashion design. I am an SW of a very particular variety. I am well stored, well learned, and, well experienced. So, do ask away, by all means. But I always have to have my hands moving. I don't sit still well. Unless I am somehow moving about, and since I am sitting, it must be with my hands. Hello, hello, welcome on in. How goes? What is everyone up to? Dinner? A show? Is it? I certainly had this thought. Has there been any more word on alien sightings? Because wasn't that a whole thing for a hot minute and then just kind of went the way of the dodo? I don't know what it is about grapefruit soda, but oh, every time it hits. And yes, squirt, not liqueur. Ooh, tender stem broccoli with grilled portobello steak and some nice red sauce. I love that. That sounds like a gorgeous vegan meal. Vegan or vegetarian? Since I don't know all the ingredients, I have to ask. Vegan or vegetarian? Which, for those people who poo-poo vegetarian meals, vegetarian vegan meals can be absolutely lovely. If you know how to use your herbs, your spices, all that kind of things, you can actually have very, very incredibly flavorsome, filling meals, to say the least. And portobello, especially if you're not a fan of meat, per se, portobello actually makes a very good substitute for that. It's very toothsome. Or at least so I hear. Well, depending on what is used. If you're using any egg or dairy, honey, or anything that has an animal product of any variety, then it's considered more vegetarian. But if you use nothing with animal product, then it's considered vegan. Vegan, I don't think I could ever do. I can't do vegetarian. I actually need the animal protein in order to survive correctly. So yeah, vegan meals, I can have them once and again, but I cannot actually live on them for very long. Hello, darling. Yes. The portobello is easily used in place of meat. I'm trying to remember, there are other things that are rather toothsome and actually do quite well as a replacement for. Nice. It's sometimes it's good to have a bit of a change up and whatnot. Yeah, I happen to be like allergic to, or at least I'm not supposed to have too much soy in my diet because of cancer that I had a while back. But yes, tofu. It's not Satan. Oh, Satan. And then there's tefa. And there's another one. There's like 4 or 5 different meat type substitutes. Some of them are made with like soybean. Not my follower, but just regular soybean. And then others are made with flour or gluten. Gluten? They do something to it. It's a lot of different things. Unfortunately, again, my system doesn't always like things that have gluten or a flour base. So yes. Temper. Ah, okay. Oh, you don't like it? Is it a flavor issue or is it a texture issue? Oh, kefir. I don't think I've ever had kefir. I will occasionally have a bit of soy. I try and limit it to 1 dish per day that has soy in it. And that's just because the sauce itself has a little bit of soy. But yes, if I were to actually eat tofu, that'd be a very different story, and my system would definitely be telling everybody about it. Oh. As in kefir. I misunderstood. I thought we were talking about yet another protein. I've had kefir before. It's that it's almost like a yogurt. Yeah, it's almost like a yogurt drink. It's actually quite nice. It's quite lovely. It's tangy. I think I've had the plain and like a mango version, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Yakult also does something very probiotic. Yeah, that'll straighten your system out, I'll tell you that much. That is one of the most horrific explanations I've ever seen. Tastes like a meaty granola bar. Oh no! The more I think about it, the worse it gets. Oh no! That sounds horrific. That sounds every ounce of god awful. No. No, thank you. I'm not going to be able to get that particular visual out of my head. Meaty granola bar. Wow. That's rank. That is rank. I'm sorry. Oh no. That just like the more I think about it, the worse it gets. Cause I have the unfortunate talent to access all 5 senses, and I'm just like I'm imagining that kind of sickly, oatly sweet granola, but adding that like waft of meat to go with it, almost like a apple cinnamon oatmeal beef. Just no. Just no. And then the texture. The texture somewhere between, you know, wet cardboard and then actual meat. It's so discordant. It is so discordant. And I'm a person who actually likes beef and barley stews. So I don't know why my brain is acting the extra, like the sweet and spiced component to it. And I'm just going, no, thank you, no. Oh, we love a good air fryer now, don't we? It's absolutely. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. But you know, it happens. It definitely happens. Sorry, so I'm trying to take the cards out of my hand, so I'm not just sitting there and constantly shuffling those. So don't mind my sacrilege. Hello, how are you doing? So one of the few articles or what is the word? Reliquary that I can hold that happens to have this particular emblem, and it doesn't disquiet me. Hello, Scarlett. How are you doing, my darling? So, maybe I should ask this. What could I do in certain regards? And I'm just taking suggestions under the belt, as it were. What could I do to make this... Oh, you just woke up from a nap. Oh, I hope it was a good one. Honestly, I kind of need one. I might be off at about 6 o'clock today. See if I can get myself a little nappy in before I go to the next thing that I need to do. But yes, I think the question I was going to ask is, what can I do to make this channel a bit more interactive, a bit more rowdy, a little bit more raucous? I remember back when I first started, it was a lot of banter, a lot of talking and whatnot. And I really want to do that again. I do understand that there's quite a few shifts that are going on around this particular platform, but I'm also trying to carry this information over to elsewhere. So when I go to different platforms, that I will be able to take some of the things that I've learned from here and have them available elsewhere as well. Because I don't want to just drone on about nothing. I'd actually like to talk about something. I like educating. I like going down rabbit holes and having thought processes and, things that are a bit philosophical in nature at times. Philosophical? Is that the word I was looking for? Yeah. Themed. Oh, yes. You know what? Tomorrow is Friday. What should we do? What should we do for Friday? Trivia games on certain topics? Ooh. I mean, if you can major in one and minor in the other, that's not a bad idea, because they honestly do play into each other quite well. With English communications, knowing the psychology of how words will affect how you think about something, it's the difference between forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, and sorry, Daddy, I've been naughty. At their baseline, they look like they have the same premise, but because of the context behind each of those sentences, they have very, very different meanings, and they will be taken in very, very different fashions. Do a sub-goal life together. Fair. Oh, okay. Yes, that would actually be interesting. I like how you think. I definitely like how you think. Don't mind me, I am fidgety today. Ah. Okay. Think we could definitely do that. Then I need to figure out how to actually start advertising myself more. I think that is probably where I have fallen behind certain creators. As I don't necessarily have a TikTok shop, and I don't tend to advertise a hawk product often. So in certain regards I don't do a lot of the same things that other creators do, which is not always to my benefit, apparently. Pick something in psychology. I mean, I love talking about abnormal psychology. My speciality happens to be in human sexuality, educationally, in many regards. But yes, I actually do know quite a bit about abnormal psychology. I also took a good amount of sociology. And if you do go for a psych degree, I heavily suggest that you add a good amount of sociology in there. Psychology is the study of one. Sociology is the study of how the many affect the one. So, with psychology, and again, this is broad strokes, very broad strokes. In psychology, you look at how a person acts, reacts, and maybe some of the factors that are making changes, like maybe the relationship that they had with family or traumas that they survived and whatnot. That tends to predict how somebody is going to act or react to something. Sociology, on the other hand, looks at how social pressure, things going on around a person in society, can affect their life choices and how they may act or react to things. Like, kind of like how people who have far too much money don't seem to grasp how people who do not have money cannot afford to do all the things that they are talking about. Well, just stop being poor. Or how you've got these multi-billionaires who don't understand that a 40-hour work week at minimum wage does not actually pay anything close to being a livable wage. I think our livable wage at the moment is somewhere between $30 and $50. And yeah, they have no idea. They think that they are paying us more than enough. And most of them are shit at math. So a lot of them think that a 40-hour work week at current minimum wage nets us several $1,000s per week. And it's like, they think for whatever reason that how do I put this? They think that somebody who works just in fast food or minimum wage job is somehow bringing home nearly six figures. Hello, darling. How are you doing today? And yes, no, they are so wildly out of touch. But again, this is why we must work to correct a lot of what is wrong in the society. It would go so much faster if we did not have bootlickers. I think in some regards... Oh, hello, darling. How are you doing, Elisa? I think in some regards, they truly don't understand pardon, I'm not sure where the yawns are coming from. Oh, I have absolutely lost my... Oh, gosh darn it. Minimum wage. Ultra wealthy. Not bringing home 6 figures. Yeah, it is severely out of touch. Severely out of touch. Thank you, Playful. Hello, my darlings. Hello, my dears. Come on in. Oh, you know what? I just realized I have not actually taken... multivitamin. I keep forgetting to take my iron supplements on a regular basis. I get myself a little anemic. I'm like, one of the markers for me being a little overly anemic is the fact that I'll start yawning more. It's because I'm not taking in enough oxygen, apparently. Hello, darling. How do you do? We're just sitting, chatting, bantering. Come on in, ask your questions. If you're a troll, by all means, do your best, worst, I don't know what to tell you. We'll have a good time of it, and we'll, summarily. Same thing as if you're of that particular variety. This is probably not necessarily going to be your best stop to try anything. I'm ex-evangelical, so I'm already well weathered with that particular storm. But yes, come, let's talk, let's banter. We're kind of an all-inclusive place when it comes to philosophical current events, fashion history, anything that you might need advice on. By all means, feel free. I'm also a practicing witch of roughly 25 years. I've read tarot cards for 15 years. I'm ever so many things, and you need only ask about it. Sorry, I'm also very fidgety. ADHD, what can I say? Hello, my darlings. Come. How do you do? Thinking. Actually, I'm trying to think of the last rabbit hole that I went down. Hello, darling. I started watching Black Ballroom. And some of it has been absolutely fantastic. It has been very eye-opening culturally. But some of it has just been, I think, very much because I'm outside that culture in many regards, some of it has just been rather aggressive? No, what's the word I'm looking for? Rather, unfriendly seems like the wrong word as well. What is the word I am looking for? Yep, there we go. I was like, oh, please don't tell me I got myself caught. Hello, how are you doing, Nancy? Yes, I also decided to start going down the route of actually listening to semi-pop culture podcasts. Drew Affalo, Katja, Trixie. I'm slowly expanding because, yes, I apparently am far more incorporated into certain queer spaces than others. Drag queens I gravitate a bit more towards, but some of the other queer spaces, it's taking me a hot minute to get into. Are you having a moment, Ma? Do you need attention, apparently? Really trying not to knock into my fangs, and I have instead just dribbled straight down the front of myself. There we are. Come. You decided to come in. You decided to say one-syllable oddities, like, are you going to expand on those? Apparently not. Hello, my darlings. Come in. I'm doing my best at the moment. Thank you so much for saying as such. But yes, no, I'm hanging in there as best as I can. These people confound me ever so slightly. If you're going to come in, be productive. Instead, they do that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, your faceless profile. You don't have enough courage to put your name, your content, or your face to the measure. Why are you coming in and being odd on somebody else's platform? If you know what I mean. Yes. Hello, darling. How are you doing, Gecko? Goodbye, Gecko. I love it. So, what is everybody up to? What labors of love are you going through? Are we doing artwork, or what's going on? Did I really miss that much? Goodness gracious. Yes, I am from California. I'm from Southern California. I'm born, bred, raised here, and the accent that you hear right now is actually an affectation for the persona in a battery, 40,000-year-old vampire, hedonist, and so forth. How do you do? Hello, Christina. How do you do? Hello, Moose. Welcome back. I am currently using Twitch for streaming. Honestly, I'm about to try some other places, because there's been, some oddities and whatnot. Thank you. So yes, the particular vampire persona that I do in a battery is very old. And when I say very old, I don't mean by hundreds of years or even 1,000 or so. I mean by 40,000 years. She is one of the eldest, not the eldest per se, but one of the eldest vampires in existence. She has earned her reputation well, especially in those first couple of millennia. She was terror incarnate, to say the least. She was helped to regain her mind at least a little bit. She tends not to overly ingratiate herself to other vampires. She doesn't understand many of the ways they think, because they think about mortals as just walking happy meals. And to her, mortals are not simply walking food. They are creatures. They are ever-evolving forms of beauty and art, and yes, they're not always the most stable things on earth, but everybody is allowed to evolve at a different pace. She tends to have vampire vassals that stay far away from her as often as they can. She is never sired on purpose unless she has been forced to. And most of her servitors are actually shapeshifters and werewolves, aka the Laika. She is an old temple priestess, a Merishon, a master, a nobility, and one of the first empresses to a modern society. I absolutely adore being that hedonist. She also does not tend to drink of the deep red. A, don't want to sully the fangs. B, no thank you. There are better ways to go about it that leave your meal, as it were, in much better spirits and alive for a lot longer, therefore supped from again and again and again. She only takes by consent as well. If she has to take against consent, it tastes like iron and ash. It's very unpleasant for her. Nourishing, but very unpleasant for her. And, no, for the most part, she finds other ways to feast on life essence, and it's ever so lovely. So, funny enough, there's another creator on here called Big Fat Socialist. They did a series called The Immersion Breakers, and it's basically D&D. I became absolutely enamored with it. It was ever so much fun to do, and well, had such a good time that I decided to ingratiate myself with a little bit of fan art for them. And later on, there seemed to be a little what do you call it? A call to arms. Oh, hello, darling. How are you doing? How are you? Anyways, where was I? Oh, yes, there came an opportunity to ingratiate yourselves in other ways, and I decided to jump in with a particular dark, mysterious figure who's a little bit, very well-to-do, but much more than she seemed. And that's how you got in a Bathory. The backstory of the vampire was always there, but not said out loud until a little bit later on, and she's forward-facing, seems like your eccentric auntie in many regards, but when she actually gets to be her more vampiric self, it's dark, it's lovely, it's hedonistic, and it is very indulgent in some very lovely dark things. So, goodbye, darling. I'm doing. I'm honestly every day definitely coming closer to checking out other platforms, to say the least. 'Cause it's starting to get a little odd around here in ways that are becoming incredibly stifling, shall we say. You're quite welcome. So yes, I, as just a regular person, I do a lot of different things. I am an artist. I do content creation of a number of varieties. I'm on verified sites as well. I have a lot of life experience in many different things. And if you've been with me for a good long while, which I do have some people who have, if you've been with me for a good long while, I've gone through a lot, I've been through a lot. I've been looking for stable finances for well over a year now. I used to work kind of a corporate job for a while, and then just things went a little odd and sideways, and have been looking ever since for something a little bit more steady that vibes well with who and what I am. Why, thank you, my darling. I've been told I have quite the voice, to say the least, and I do have a lot of fun using it in all manner and all sorts and all varieties, as it were. I do love educating, funny enough, in many different subjects and whatnot, and having ADHD means I've gone down so many rabbit holes. So my breadth of knowledge is quite large. I do hold a degree of psychology and a degree of fashion design as well. I do tend to be a very open person on certain regards, but much more guarded in other regards. I am trauma informed as well, so if you see me get a little bit snit about Christians coming in and being untoward and out loud, it is because I was raised evangelical Christian, and I left for a reason. So yes. Hello, Blue Moon. How are you, my darling? I hope you're doing well. But yes, do please, by all means, always ask the question. There's honestly no bad question, and if I don't feel like answering a question, I will very gently say that I will pass on such. Oh, good. Are we just getting home from work or settled in from school? Hopefully you're getting to decompress just a little bit, my dear. Oh yes, and if people do wish to find me at other places, Blinks and Lyos, of course, you can always ask for a tarot card reading. I always have tarot cards with me. And now you can actually get a private reading if you go through the Mayhem Marketplace. Just got home from work. Very, very short trips. Oh, good. Good. Hopefully the, if it was forward facing, you didn't have to deal with too much guff. I know how it is when your bosses and customers think that they know everything. Remember, the customer is always right in matter of taste. In other words, the customer isn't always right. They're just always right when it comes to their matter of taste. It does not mean that they are always right in matters of policy. Oh, that's good. Oh, nice. Big job interview for next week. Honestly, just start breathing. Start going through your head of the most likely scenarios for questions that they will ask. And remind yourself that they need you. That is why they are interviewing you. That is why they are calling you in. That's why they were offering the job. So go in with a certain amount of confidence that they definitely found you knowledgeable enough and right for what they needed. Yeah. Okay, that's an odd statement. Is there more context to your cherry stems? Pardon, I am fidgeting right now with a rosary. Oh, okay. Word salad it is, then. Hello, Robbie. How do you do, my darling? And yes, a vampire can touch reliquary. Reliquary is something that requires faith. And if it was held by somebody who had no faith, it imparts no extra essence to it. But also, if I have no faith in it, it does not do damage per se. And seeing as this came by 30 some odd millennia after I was made, it has little to no power over me. In fact, most emblems, for the most part, don't seem to have much of an effect on me. There'll be places I don't like to be, but that's because the energy of the place tastes off. But yes. Thank you so much, Blue Moon. How is everyone doing today? Are we having a decent time of it? I will be on for about the next half hour, so I know I'm off a little bit early today. I'm sort of adjusting my schedules just a bit, trying to find the right balance and whatnot. I'll be on in the verified places, and if you are a loyal fan, you will know where to go. The throne room tends to have keys to the kingdom, as it were. Trying to think. It was something I was going to say and I completely slipped my mind. This is part of the problem of ADHD, what can I say? But yes, I will be on other places. By all means, stop by there. I'll be able to speak far more frankly. So if you like having very frank discussions of more adult natures, then find me there, join the conversation by all means, and We can sit, we can talk, it can be deep and philosophical. Sorry, y'all. Can also be so many other things, and it's happened that way, so. Hello, 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 welcome, come. How goes, my darlings? Oop, we're almost at 20k, and once we hit 20k, I will do my little party trick, or at least one of my little party tricks. Goodness. Hello, darlings. Try not to muss up the makeup too much. Hello, hello, my dears. Come on in. I don't know why, but that looks fabulous with my nails. I know. Blasphemy, heretic. Maybe it's I just actually like the malachite pearl. Bead. I meant bead. Malachite pearl, really? Ooh, gastric bypass, gotta love this. Hello, my darlings. You're so quiet this evening. That is the one thing I have noticed. And this is not a judgment. People seem to be much more quiet as of late. Much more remiss to ask questions or reticent to start conversation. I worry. Is that because of all the bother that's going on in the world? Or is there something else afoot? Hello, Miss Tyler. How do you do, my darling? Hopefully you are well. Don't mind me, I'm fidgeting. I'm trying not to constantly be shuffling cards and whatnot. Don't want to completely wear them thin. Hello, Demon. How are you doing, by the way, dear? Weren't we speaking just recently? Was it work that was getting under your skin? Fair enough. You know, just my own. We used to have what? Double, triple that, and now it seems that even when I'm putting out my schedule, which I was hoping would help people, even when I'm putting out my schedule, it seems to be very difficult to get people to register or to show up like they used to. So again, you know, if it's just me, it's just me. That's fine. But I wanted to make sure if it's an easily There's a word I'm looking for, and I completely went blank on it. If it's something that is easy to remedy, I'd like to, you know, take care of it rather than let it fester as it was. Oh, that's right. I forgot. That's what we were going on about. I can't believe that they track your usage so closely. Although, I mean, that just tells you that I'm out of the loop in that particular way. Hello, Siren. How are you doing, my darling? Someday. I swear, I'm gonna have to look up Hamilton songs after. I think it's Dear Theodosia from Hamilton is currently going through my head. I'm gonna have to get that earworm out. Is it that I'm always... yesterday I was humming another earworm. Right. That is something that quite a few people have noted is that I do not consistently come up, and nor are they notified when I am on, which if it keeps going like this, the only place you may be able to find me is over on my verified sites, because this is getting I'll be frank. I'll be frank on this one. It's getting kind of discouraging to show up and to be very much pushed to the wrong crowd or pushed towards the wrong niche, even when I'm doing all the things that my talent agency is asking me to do. You know, I'm posting up. I've got my schedule very clearly marked. I'm showing up at the times that I say that I'm going to be on. I am, you know, trying to engage in the ways they are asking me to, and I don't know. It becomes discouraging to do so much work to see it come to naught. If that makes sense. I mean, I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, everybody's shot of whiskey and whatnot. But there are days it feels like I'm being flung to the wrong side of this app. And it's... I don't know how to make it better. I honestly don't. Especially without... Pardon, darlings, just cleaning off my lens right there. I don't know how to change myself in such a way to be more palatable for an algorithm without doing something that feels like it would deeply betray... What's the word I'm looking for? Without feeling like I've deeply betrayed my ethics, who I am as a person. Fair. Sorry, this is actually me thinking. I don't know if I've been speaking to all of you about kind of why I have pulled away from wearing corsets. And it was because I'm very gifted. I'm very busty. Clearly, very busty. And when I wear corsets, I run almost a constant chance of being banhammered by this app. Even when my neck was covered and all you could see is, you know, cleave here, yes, but everything else on me could be covered, and I would still get hit with banhammers, and then my content would get shadow banned. And I had a couple of times where I got a couple of those, you know, a week or so apart, and they took away my account. They just straight up banned my account at one point, because they were saying I was too sexy, I was too sexual, I was too this, that, and the third. And they took it all away. And now, with gifting, they used to be taking 50-50. Now with gifting, they are taking 60-40. And if I catch a banhammer, they will take 80 and give me 20. So I am trying, pardon as I drop out of accent, I am trying desperately to survive. I am trying desperately just to hang on by my fingernails and falling further and further and further and further and further fucking behind. I am trying to play nice with them and the algorithm so that I can just pay my fucking bills. And I caught several content violations in a row off of comments, and then they nabbed me on a couple of my videos, and I ended up with a strike. And you only need like 2 or 3 strikes, and they will take your account. So since the videos that they nabbed me on were ones that I was wearing my corsets in, I stopped wearing them. But when I stopped wearing them, the numbers stopped showing up. So I don't know what to do at this point. I really don't. Especially since I've had so much trouble finding a regular ass 9-to-5 that I could stomach. And so far, nothing has really appeared. And so I don't know if I should just go full tilt into being my adult content self, or at least something, you know, a little more risque and whatnot. Because for as much gruff and grumble as I have, I don't necessarily want to lose this community. Especially since they finally let me get over 20k, and as usual, I get just over 20k, and then all progress halted. So they pushed me out to the right people for a hot second, and then boom, gone. So I don't know what to do at this point, because a big part of how I was surviving and getting by was doing tarot card readings. And now I am getting a lot less interested people for tarot card readings. Part of it was, yes, gifting, but I'm not saying you have to do that. Part of it was gifting, but if I fuck up, they're going to take 80%. Kick me out of, you know, the creator fund, and not like I was making anything there, because my views have been hammered to the fucking stone ages. I am lucky if I am barely making, you know, 700, and you need at least 1,000 to get payment of any variety. So at this point, I don't know what to do, and I'm tired of being exhausted, and I'm tired of crying, and I'm honestly kind of tired of trying here on a lot of levels, but I don't know what else to do or where else to go. And it is wearing on me mentally, because it's like, no matter what I do, if I am my 18 plus kind of self with, you know, tongue-in-cheek jokes and a corset, I am constantly running the risk of getting straight up blasted off this platform and having any kind of income just completely taken away from me. So at this point, I don't know what to do, and I'm tired. I'm tired because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what my niche is, and I sure as fuck am not allowed to actually be the personality that I loved being on here. So I wish I was simply treated the same as my peers. But being fat, black, queer, and a few other things, I don't enjoy doing anything anymore. Like, I can experience joy for about an hour at a time, and then the serotonin, the dopamine, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it fades real quick and is replaced with anxiety and pressure to produce something that is palatable for a very specific type. Antidepressants don't do shit in short order. And antidepressants sure as hell don't pay my bills. And I don't mean to say that with any amount of sharpness. I honestly don't. But antidepressants aren't going to cure what I'm going through. What midlife crisis? I'm a millennial. We've always been in crisis. Challenger shuttle blows up. 9/11. Kuwait, Afghanistan. Columbine. And then every subsequent thing after that. The rise of pew-pew events like Pulse, like churches getting blasted, all manner and variety of economic crash. I was told if I went to college and got a degree that I'd be able to get a good job that paid me between $60,000 and $100,000 a year, and I could live comfortably. And none of that has ever materialized, and I have 2 fucking bachelor's degrees. I am so fucking burnt out and so fucking tired, and asking for help is so fucking difficult because I know everybody, for the most part, at this point is struggling, save for like the 1%. And I was making so much progress on this platform and then just, again, been blasted back to hell. And at some point in time, hey AJ, could you kindly, or maybe even not so kindly, fuck off? I am not playing victim. I'm explaining everything that has gone on in my life, not only just as a millennial, but that has literally fucking happened to me. And for you to say that kind of shit means you do not understand where I'm coming from, or the shit that I've gone through. Really? Sometimes you just need to strap up your laces and stop playing victim. How the fuck is somebody supposed to take that? Do tell me. Do tell me. 'Cause there is no part of that victim blaming ass sentence that could be taken politely. With an open mind? With an open mind. Oh, that is comedy and a half right there. With an open mind. Please do tell. Do tell. I'll wait. I will actually wait. No, 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 no. Darling, Sierra, you didn't do anything. This is something that has been weighing heavy on me for a long while and that I have not been addressing because I have been trying to put forward that brave personality that gives other people a place to decompress and not be stressed out. But I've been stressed out about this for a good long while, so it's not just you. This is something I've been going through and just not addressing. No, this is just happens to be a rosary that I use as a fidget, and it's one of the few religious items that doesn't seem to cause me stress, even though I have an odd amount of religious trauma. Not Catholic, I was raised evangelical. But yeah, this is actually one of the items that I use for witchcraft that I do. So, yep, it's a happy fidget for the most part. But yes, they are prayer beads, and yes, they are from Italy. Funny enough. Yeah, and I mean that's the whole thing is I I and so many other millennials did everything according to what our boomer and silent gen parents and grandparents told us to do, and I am watching as fascism takes over our country again, and we're seeing the rise of Yahtzees again, and the market is crashing again, and we're losing Social Security amongst so many other things. So yeah, I'm stressed and I have not been addressing this at all. I will think for a while before I accept that the apology, mostly because I'm a little heated right now. So I'm gonna. Yeah, and that's the part is killing me is like so many people know, and I'm afraid for where we're headed and how it's gonna go and how any of us are gonna survive. And I'm worried because I am ambiguously brown in this country while people are being literally picked up with no due process and shipped to countries that they have never lived in with no recourse of any variety. Yep, the fangs, funny enough, are very easy to wear. They're very comfortable. I've actually crafted them myself, and they actually help me enunciate better because they sit on top of my dentures and they make me more aware of where my mouth is. That and I tried door dashing a couple of days and literally sat around getting absolutely no offers because I am lowest man on totem pole, and like I'm literally just sitting around not making any money. So I'm looking at my options going, I might just have to go 24/7 on verified sites and places and just go that route because this ain't working anymore. And even last month, I was doing decent with the tarot card readings, and suddenly, like, that audience has evaporated. And I'm like, I am not being pushed out to the audience that is like witches, that are people who like tarot card readings or divinations or all that kind of stuff. I'm not being pushed out to people who are like-minded as me. And right now, since the market is in free fall, I can also understand that, yeah, it's like everybody's clenched right now. I do understand that, but it's like right now I am $700 behind on my rent, and I know I've got other bills that are going to be coming up shortly. So in unless something big shifts very, very shortly, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. I know you're right, Katie. It's difficult. Yeah. And like even the verified sites, dude, it is difficult to like understand and navigate it. And a huge issue is that SW of any form, even the legal stuff that is on verified sites, it's so heavily stigmatized that if you get into that profession in any capacity, there is now an extra level of danger, especially with nationalism on the rise and purity culture and the pipelines and whatnot. And I know we've just got to hang on and just keep fighting. But I'm in my mid 40s. I want to do the spicy stuff. I literally want to do the spicy stuff. But I'm in my mid 40s, and now I gotta worry about winter boots and Yahtzees and the fact that the 1% are literally trying to crash our economy and they're doing insider trading in our face. And there's no consequence for the shit they do. Yet, if we miss a singular payment, if we if we look too brown to be in the area, if we fall behind further and further and further and further like I have, there is no way out. There's homelessness, which I will not survive. And in that homelessness, because I do live in California, and Newsom is an absolute D-bag, along with several other states, it is criminalized very, very quickly. And if you're homeless and criminalized, you get sent to jail very quickly as a felony, which means they can put you in basically prison labor camps. And if you think, oh, well, but they're paying you, no, that goes to the commissary. And even if you do get out, you then have a felony on your record, which makes it harder to get an actual, like, everyday 9 to 5 once you get out. You lose your voting privileges, so apparently you can't vote when you're a felon, but you can be a president. Yep. 1,000% that. And the stupidest thing is, if TikTok or corporations in general were just doing their job, paying us well, we could afford their luxury goods, we could afford their services, we could be productive and actually be building an economy and a country. And instead, we are clinging on by our fingernails, and everything they are doing is trying to force us into confrontation. At this point, I don't even know what to do anymore. Well, I mean, that's what we told their function was, but we're looking at what their function is right now, and they're letting an unelected South African lots Yahtzee-loving foreigner literally run roughshod, grabbing all of our information from Social Security with no recourse, none whatsoever. If any of us tried that shit, A, we would have gotten one to the head in fast fashion, or we would be already up on some extremely serious charges, like treason. It would have been treason and high crimes. It would have been major. And the fact that Cittadini is literally tweeting about shit that is high class, high level, not supposed to be for public eyes, and nobody's doing anything? I've read about what happens to people who take even a single slip of paper that they shouldn't have their eyes on. Again, they were tied to a post and by 20 people. That's what happened to the last people who did espionage. Not talking Watergate, I'm talking slightly before that. But, like, nobody's being held accountable. Absolutely no one. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do as an average everyday citizen who is just trying to fucking survive. Because they sure as fuck aren't helping me out on this app, and I don't know what else to do. I am so fucking tired and so fucking burnt out. And trying to do all the things and start the small business and you know, get my artwork out there and get my everything else out there, and it's putting me so far behind because I am running myself into the fucking ground. Hi, sorry, having a little bit of a moment. I don't know what to do, and I'm very, 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 very tired. And part of me kind of wants to quit. But part of me feels really... I don't know the words that are exactly correct, but in the short form, I feel like I'd be letting down the community that I built. And that I'd be putting y'all in a hard spot if I were to just up and disappear. Because I know for apparently a lot of you, or at least a good enough number of you, I am helping you keep your sanity. And I know what it's like to be on that edge and then lose just one more support. Or one more place where you could actually decompress some of the bad shit that builds up. But I am very exhausted, and also trying not to cry my makeup off at the moment because, you know, reasons. It's not that I want to leave or don't want to leave per se, but I spend so much time and effort and whatnot for this platform, on this platform, trying to create some sort of content that will hit the right niche and do the right thing and get me to the right place where I can actually financially fucking support myself. And instead, it feels like every month I am just further and further and further behind, and when I try to do the delivery apps, my car either shits itself or I get literally 0 offers. Sit around for hours waiting for something to come through and nothing. If I try and build myself up on platforms, I only get to a certain amount and then suddenly I am too I am too much for the platform that I am on. I'm too spicy. And then on these spicy platforms, it is taking forever to build an audience. Because I know that I'm a very particular niche. I'm always a very particular niche. And I'm fucking tired. I feel like I'm this close. I feel like I am this close to like making that breakthrough, but fucked if I know what actual direction I am supposed to go in. I really truly do wish I was clairvoyant and not just intuitive / pattern recognizer. But I'm fucking exhausted. That part, it feels like there is no break, there is no actual place to breathe, and I honestly don't want to have a full crash out. I really don't want to have a full crash out. I would just like to get some goddamn breathing room. Because honestly, I just want to show up for my community. I want to be the person who can provide space and place and not only just educate, but also hold space and be able to give advice and be the village crazy lady or be the village elder who actually helps people assess their feelings and be validated. And I'm tired. I'm really tired. Just everything, Miss Tyler. I'm way far behind, and this platform is just really trying every last one of my patiences, and I need something to come through, and I'm getting so tired of just not being able to find where I'm supposed to be or how best to make myself financially stable so I can not only show up for myself, get all my bill paid, but also be able to show up for other people. And it's like I am running around trying to get everything done, trying to get stuff made for. I'm gonna be very open, honest, blunt. If I cry, don't worry, it's a frustration cry more than anything. It happens. This is apparently how the emotions roll out of me, so then it is the whole thing. I'm running around trying to get a lot of stuff done for verified sites, as well as also showing up on lives for verified sites so that I can grow my audience. And honestly, I don't mind that. I've got thick skin, I can deal with that all day, every day, not a problem. But when I try and show up, even as just my kind of body, kind of my raunch self, in a very mild manner, I get smacked the living shit out of on this platform. And they will ding me for the smallest thing, and they're already taking 60% of everything that people are gifting and then making us work extra hard to earn another 10%. Whereas if I go over to a verified site, they're only taking 20 to 30%. So, and I am tired of getting dinged on this site and now getting less and less and less reach and being pushed into the wrong corners. The wrong corners as far as engagement goes. And I'm so exhausted. And I know I shouldn't be crying like a little bitch because I'm supposed to be a dominant femme, but I really don't have too many other places that I can unload some of the emotional on a more regular basis. So yeah, I'm trying not to have an absolute fucking crash out because I am fucking exhausted. and I'm having a cranky toddler moment. I just want to go back to like 2 years ago where I just had big boobs and a teacup and I could just be my body lovely self. That's all I want. I just want to be kind of over the top, kind of risque, kind of, definitely meant for an 18 plus crowd, because that's the crowd I actually like talking to and having conversations with. And, I want the era back where I got to have flirtathons. Even though, okay, the person that I turned out to be having a flirtathon with was an absolute d-hole, I still want to go back to that era where I could have flirtathons again, because god damn it, those were fun. Oh, trust me, I'd just about like to cry, but I also know that I have to go onto a verified site a little bit later on. And if I cry now, I'm gonna take so much of this makeup off, and then I'm gonna have to redo that with puffy eyes. Ooh, yeah, that's fucking sexy. It's like, yeah, that's hot vampire. Is the vampire crying? What's going on here? I'm not a dacrophiliac. I'm fucking trying, man. Right? I fucking miss doing flirtathons. And no, I don't ever want to go back to the guy who was the D-hole. But I'd love to be able to find, like, a new person who I could actually do flirtathons with. I'd like to find people that I could actually, gel with, and not people that I keep making plans with to do multi-guests, and then they don't show up, and they don't notify me that they're not going to show up. And then when I call them on that shit afterwards, they go, a lot of reasons. A lot of stressful reasons. Right. That part. I just need a couple of big, hot Call of Duty cosplayer types. Maybe a couple farm boys, some rugby players, I don't know. I need a good foil, because that's where I actually shine the most. I don't do well with just silence. I do my best work when I am talking with a group of people. I do my best work when I am having conversations with groups of people, because I love not the sound of my own voice. I love the exchange of information, of ideas, of philosophies, of different expertise and takes on things. So that's why I pull so hard for you to banter with me, to ask questions, to actually talk back and forth, is because I want to actually know what y'all think. I want to know your areas of expertise. I actually enjoy talking about your lives and your jobs and the things that you do, because goddammit, you're actually interesting individuals. And I'm shoving the tears back in. Don't ask. I can't always tell you why my eyes do what they do. Right, exactly. I am too pretty to have boogers right now. And I am definitely too pretty to have to put all of that makeup back on, because I will have raccoon eyes. Look, I am so lucky that I didn't actually put eyeliner on my lower lid. Oh my god. Okay. I'm like, eyes open. If we just lean back, we can force it back into the tear ducts. Oh my god. So many reasons. Stress, mostly stress, and trying to figure out how to just goddamn be myself, which is raunchy flirtathon, wearing corsets, balancing teacups, actually bantering with people. This is... the dream that I've had for a very long time was being able to wear corsets, be a little bit spicy, be a little unhinged, be a little eccentric with the teacups and everything, have fun with actual adults in different varieties and manners and whatnot, and slowly build myself up as a highly successful but very personable dom who didn't always necessarily cater to a high-class client, but helps new people get into BDSM educationally, and discover things about themselves that they didn't know, in a good way, in a healthy way, in a safe way, especially since 50 Shades of Grey is such utter bullshit, and a terrible example of what a power dynamic relationship should look like. I wanted to do better than that, and I wanted to be successful in those particular things, and right now, I'm $700 behind on rent and trying not to have a meltdown as to figuring out where to be. So I am trying my goddamn best, but I am fucking crumbling on a particular regard because this particular platform keeps shoving me either to all the places I really don't need to be, or making it impossible for me to actually build my niche audience in a meaningful way, which is so incredibly fucking frustrating. Because I've been at it now for 4 years? 3-4 years? So yeah. I didn't have a manic idea. I've wanted the BDSM part of that for the last 20 years of my life. I've been trying to build something on this particular platform for years, and I've put in the effort, and every time I start making headway, I suddenly get smacked back into oblivion. And it's frustrating. And guess what? I'm allowed to have some fucking feelings about that. Can you go ahead and correct the grammar in your sentence? Because A, not enough context, and B, so many fucking grammar mistakes that your sentence doesn't actually make sense. So if you're just looking for, like, rage bait, or if you're just being a shitheel, like, figure your own shit out. I get that I look miserable right now, but that's because I'm actually having some feelings and dealing with some shit. You, on the other hand, what? You're looking for rage? Is that... or what? Or I'm sorry, should I've... Is that better? Is that the humiliation you're looking for? There you go, you got it for free. You got one out of me. There you go. Have that for your bank. And we didn't ruin the makeup. Yay! It's not a family... A, it's not a family platform. B, I always make it very clear that I want an audience that is over the age of 18. C, 18 to 24-year-olds comprise over 50%. Another 25% is comprised of 24 and older. And... oh, you're right. Well, okay, I meant for the tip between the tips, not the big gap right back there between the tips. So yeah. This hasn't been a family platform in a long time, and I'll tell you right now, my FYP, not family platform. Nah. Just the tips. Just the tips. Just the tips. So there you go. Your humiliation fantasy has been fulfilled. Ta-da! Ah, that was cathartic. That was cathartic. I can be mean to you for money. Like we can always do that. Start dropping some galaxies. I will go Shakespearean with the insults. I can absolutely go Shakespearean on the insults. Oh, what was it? Was it Titus Andronicus? Villain, you have undone our mother. Villain, I have done your mother. Come on. Come on, hop, hop. No. You talk about, you want to try to talk about low IQ, but you were the one that came in with not only a poorly constructed grammar and spelling-wise sentence, for you to go, oh, you low IQ, you think you're shaming me? No, darling, I'm not shaming you. I am pointing out the glaringly obvious. You are shaming yourself. Your ego. Your significance. I mean, between your and not spelling several words correctly, like spell check should have got that for you, and spell check went, nah, he's good. No, let him, nah, I can't fix that. I can't fix that. No. Again, you didn't listen. You're thinking in your mind one thing, but you're not actually listening to what is being said. So, you put the brick here. I don't know why you showed up, but you put the brick here. And now you getting embarrassed. Oh, you poor thing. Right? I'm like, damn, I don't even have to touch that. The writing does itself. The writing does itself, man. Keep going. No. I'm just gonna allow this. Just keep going. Yeah, you're doing it to yourself. Hey, Lenny. Right. Right. I'm like, you could have come in and you could have been uplifting. You could have come in and you could have been a part of the community that helps to actually, excise some of the negative feeling and get some of the good stuff going again, lifting up, and instead you tried to come in and come for this. And look, the skin looks thin. It looks supple. I know, it looks supple. I know. But no, it's thicker than a rhino's asshole. With about as much horn to go with it. I'm getting you so flustered you can't write a sentence correctly. Like, children don't come around me, because I make it very clear that I'm not for them, and they don't place those bricks. Beyond that, parents should be parents. And you don't understand what kind of SW I do. I do power dynamics. I do control. You don't understand. But you know what? Since you want to leave, we'll go ahead and let you leave. It's okay. Go bye-bye. Oh, go bye-bye. Jackass. Right. Thank you, Playful. Oh, Suddenly I'm feeling better. Suddenly I'm feeling a little bit better. I mean, I'm sure they're going to be sitting there just chewing on that for a while. Just, really? 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 Is that what I'm supposed to be? I'm supposed to be drama? I'm supposed to be rage? Is that what? The fuck? I'm sorry. It got just painful to try and decipher what they were writing. Like, thank you, Faye. More than anything, the grammar was, the spelling mistakes were just, oh my god, that was driving me up a wall. That was worse than the rest of it. No. Oh my god. Wow. There's only one person who really gets me, or gets under my skin, and it's me. It's me. I'm a fucking millennial. The only person who can truly get the fuck up under my own skin, it's me. Why? Because I'm my own worst enemy. I am my own worst. Those are pretty. Thank you. Oh, I don't know if I will ever come to Florida in its current state. If you take care of a few things, though, I may. Hi, Lola. How you doing, darling? I appreciate you. They really couldn't. They really couldn't. Car is still a little bit wonky, but I am exploring other avenues, including work from home kind of stuff, so I'm hoping that some of the applications that I've put in will come through sooner rather than later. I will definitely try and keep people abreast. But as it is, I am exhausted. And honestly, I do need to find slightly more adult spaces to be myself in. Because there are certain things that I really want to discuss with an audience, but this is not the place. Not because possible minors might be present, but much more just because this app does not like you being educational about those things. And I believe in the exact opposite of abstinence only. So, sometimes hard to educate on those particular things, which, funny enough, I have a degree in. So, yeah. That was wild, though, because I wasn't paying attention at first, but at the end of that exchange, we were in the 70s. The fuck? The fuck? Wild. Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, really? I'm supposed to be the drama? If I knew how to set up those... Oh, so many things, including some tool who decided to come in and do the worst thing possible, which is try and come for my neck. I'm the only one who can really get under my own skin. But they snapped me out of my own self-deprecating spiral by telling me to get the fuck over myself. Especially since I'm apparently trying to peddle a certain thing on this app that is meant for children, family friendly. I'm like, if I'm having a spiral, just let me fucking spiral. It's gonna let me have my fucking crash out, okay? But B, if you're gonna try and come for my neck, at least have proper grammar and halfway decent spelling. There was literally like 2 or 3 grammar mistakes, and then like the same amount of like 3 or 4 spelling mistakes in a 6-word sentence. How the fuck? How do you pull that off? It was like a non sequitur word salad. The fuck? that part, and I'm like, I ain't never been family friendly. I have had famous rants on how I'm not family friendly, I'm child free for a reason, the whole having a baby thing, made sure, nope, can't ever have, like, the, oh, oh, I might be misty-eyed, but I am the wrong one. The wrong one to try with that shit. And just run in fucking mouth, like, the fuck? I think he thought I was Miss Frizzle. But unfortunately for him, I just frazzled his ass. Like, literally, none of his sentences were grammatically correct or even spelled correctly. I'm just like, that was the more galling part to me. Not the fact that he was coming at me, but that he had so many bad grammatical errors of, like, simple words, of simple freaking words. Like, autocorrect should have caught all of those. Spell check should have caught all of those. Like, what the fuck? Right. That part. I may not be Ms. Rachel, but I'm Mistress Rachel. What the fuck? I'm a vampire sitting twirling a fucking rosary. Who the do you think I am? Who the do you think you are? How are you gonna fucking show up to my fucking platform and try and come at me like I'm fucking family friendly? And yes, I am, like, 1990s, early 2000s censoring myself for curse words. I have the radio edit ability. Right? It's like, you saw that somebody else got my dander up and you thought you were gonna take a run at that? Like, no, the more irritated I get, even with myself, the more irritated I get when somebody else, it's like when somebody bullies one of your younger siblings. You're like, look, that's my younger sibling. I bully them. That's my sibling to bully. But you think you're gonna bully my sibling? Oh no, no, you're not. No, you're not. In fact, I'm gonna show you what bullying is. They're the warm-up. That? I'm sorry, that was fucking funny. That was hilarious. Right? That part, yeah. Although, it did give me the idea that maybe I should start doing live guest streams with some of y'all who've been around for a while longer. If you are interested. I guess, yeah. Maybe I should take applications for guest streaming and whatnot. But yeah, that was funny. That was fucking funny. I mean, if he had started talking shit about that too, I would have laughed. I would have laughed directly in his face, because that's like the last thing that's gonna get under my skin. Just saying. Why, thank you, my dear. I appreciate it. I really do love these blue dresses. They pick up the light really well, and they're fantastic. I'm loving the jewel tones. I mean, at this point, I might as well. Strap myself into a course and go, okay, let's battle. I think, and no, this is not going to stress me out. Part of it is I've always worried about monetizing more off of my skills, off of my talent, off of my presence, because when I first started out, I was always saying that the money was not the importance, the community was. And I never wanted to feel like I had betrayed that particular mission statement. I want to be successful. I want to be able to monetize in ethical ways here, but I never want to forget where I originally came from, and I never want to start upholding systems that are antithetical to what we are trying to do as a whole, as a working class and whatnot. So yeah. Oh. Good eye. Damn you. Sorry. That's what happens when you try and have emotions, but you don't try and let them out. Okay. Thank you. Oh, yeah. And also, yeah, no, again, I'm guessing it's a he. He didn't seem to understand when I said I was getting pushed to the wrong parts of TikTok. I mean, I'm getting pushed to the wrong parts of TikTok. And I tend to shut that shit down really quickly by, like, eliminating their presence when they try to show up on my content. Because I'm like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not subjecting anybody to the nonsense or the bullshit. So since I don't get in tussles with them on my content, I don't take off apparently in certain ways, because I'm like, nah, I don't ever want to give them that part of my platform, because fuck that noise. Also, thank you, darling. Okay. Well, since I am about to sign off ever so shortly, my God. Thank you so much for the 43. Holy shit, y'all have been on it. Let me at least show you one party trick. So, unaltered can. Simply, empty. Yeah, simply empty. If it was somehow damaged, this particular trick wouldn't work anyways, because I am literally going to take the air out of this soda can fast enough to make it at least mostly flat. Always. So, shall we? If you blink, you're gonna miss it. So there you go, my dears. Thank you.
I'm hoping so. I've just been very frustrated lately.
Very frustrated and really horny. I'm sorry about that, TMI. I am sorry about that, TM. Really, really, really pent up. Don't try and do it with the bronchioles. You're expanding basically the backside of your throat. So you're creating no room in your mouth, and then you are expanding the backside of your throat and the inside of your cheeks, and it evacuates the air from the inside of the can. Start with regular soda cans first. Do not ever try something that you cannot easily flex the walls with your fingertips. You're asking for bad things to happen. And if it hurts, stop. Also, mind where your lips are, because the rim, that lip, if you get your lip over that, it can nab you. And I've learned that the hard way. So yeah, make sure you got a tight seal. Make sure you've got a fast expansion. Never pull with the bronchioles. You can accidentally trigger like an asthma attack type response. Usually it's a mild one, but, again, I learned that one the hard way. Well, yeah, so I've perfected that particular trick over a couple of decades. Been doing it for a while now. And there is actually another creator on here that I taught how to do that trick. So, if you happen to do the trick, just tag me. Just put me in there. But yeah. I've got to... Actually, how bad do I need to actually correct my makeup? The can. You know, that's not a bad... That's actually a really good pun. Fantastically good pun. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to clean that out. And got a little bit of makeup to clean. But yeah. Hey. Yeah, I got a little makeup that I'm gonna need to redo before I get onto the verified places, but I swear to God, there'll be less crying over on the verified places. More schmegsy talk. More, am I? Interesting discussions and proclivities and whatnot, as it were. But yeah. I will probably have another good cry much later on tonight. Get off some of the anxiety and whatnot. And let's see, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday? What do y'all want to do for Friday? Because I know Friday is supposed to be Feral Fridays. But what do y'all want to do? Maybe we can pick out a theme or something in particular and we can go that way. I will look into doing battles. And I will get custom order corsets up by tomorrow. That is just going to be thing number one. So if you go to the throne room, links in Lio, if you go to the throne room, aka just throne, it has a link to a lot of socials. And if you are a loyal fan, you will know where to look. Again, I have to code particularly. It's not a place where, if you're, only a fan. It's much more a place where if you're a really loyal fan, you will know where I'll be. And I will be live. I will admit, yes, I am a dominant personality type, but I am also a person who likes to play around with a lot of interesting things that people, sometimes I'm head and foot above others. Code. Blink, 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 blink. Yeah. And this, I will admit that this is one of the reasons that the Penguins, the old school, the community that I built enjoys me or gravitates towards me. Yes, I put on personas in a battery and the like, but I am always very much myself, and I never really tried to mask or just be a personality. I am just very much myself in a lot of regards, so occasionally we actually have fucking emotions. And yeah, apparently I just saw how fucking millennial I am, because I'm like, damn, I could have crumbled, and instead I was like, oh my god, I'm the only one allowed to bully myself. Let me have this. Like, really? Okay, apparently I am the only person who can hurt my things. But yeah, I will be over there at about 8 o'clock p.m. tonight, and tomorrow night as well. 8 o'clock p.m. tonight, Pacific Standard Time. So a little over an hour from now, I'll be on the verified sites. And honestly, I do love when people come in. You don't even have to be a subscriber. You can literally just be a follower and join the live stream and, sit, chat, talk, have very candid discussions about proclivities and whatnot. And I really actually enjoy that. I got a psych degree for a reason, and part of my focus when I got that psych degree was abnormal psychology, but also deviancy. Deviancy doesn't always mean what people think. For some reason, people think, oh, deviant, oh my, deviant. Deviancy just means outside of what 50% of the population considers normal for themselves. So, like, everybody's like, male, female relationship, yeah, that's about right, that's about normal. Deviancy is, when you're LGBTQ and your expression is a little bit different for yourself, or the types of relationships you have are a little bit different for yourself. Deviancy does not mean harmful, it just means statistically outside the norm, or outside the majority of the bell curve. That's all. That is literally all. Now, can it lean into the harmful? Yes, but that's when you go so far outside of the majority population that you're actually doing harm to other people, especially harm that violates consent. So, there's like, it's a whole thing. It is a whole thing. And yeah, like, a lot of people don't understand that. And a lot of people are like, I don't know, I'm a little bit odd. I kind of like XYZ. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, those are normal. They're like, I'm like, yeah, no, the things that you, oh my, those are actually normal. And in fact, a lot of people have that particular leaning. A lot of people have that particular thing. It's not odd. It's not wrong. It's not dirty. It's not untoward, especially if you are getting consent from other consenting adults. Like, if you're getting consent, you're both agreeing to the thing, you're fine. You're fine. Just saying. Thank you, Gregory. I appreciate that. You're not wrong though. The two blue dresses I have, they show up ever so well, especially in this light. Just saying. But yeah, no, like, I would love to be able to have like very salient conversations on those particular subjects here in an educational way, but unfortunately this platform does not like that. So, if you do like to have those kind of actual conversations, by all means, find me. I usually have like follower lives, and all you have to do is follow me on that platform, and you can come on in, we can sit, we can chat, we can do the things, and yeah. Like, I have my hard limits, but I will, very quickly, if anybody steps, and I'm not expecting any of you to, but, like, if anybody steps over those lines, I usually just point out real quick, yeah. But yeah, those are places that are so much better suited for adults having actual conversations and learning about themselves. No. Thank you about the nails, but no, never ever. There are few words or titles, monikers that I have a visceral reaction to in a negative fashion. Mama, mom, mommy, mama. The Puerto Rican or the Latin mommy, that doesn't bother me so much because I know a little bit of the context behind that. But yeah, those other particular ones are very, very much associated with motherhood and woman, and they make me wildly uncomfortable. I am child free for like a reason. So when I hear those particular monikers leveled at me, it causes a visceral rejection within me, because it's just like, A, I will never be anybody's mother. B, I never wanted to be anybody's mother. C, I don't like dealing with kids. I do not like dealing with kids. And so yeah, and also, I am not a woman. I was assigned female at birth, but I am gender fluid, which means I go towards either the femme or the neutral, but never those. Never those monikers. Oh, good. I'm not the only one who's noticing that, right? Thank you, Faye. Tammy apparently likes to push some boundaries, and I'm being polite. I'm being polite. But yeah, it is something that has come up often enough that I am noticing. Very much noticing. So, if you have the proclivities to call somebody that, there are plenty of people out there that you can find that will absolutely respond positively to it. I am not one of those. Oh, yeah, I figured. I'm just like, I can see my ceiling. There's nothing. Anyways. Oh god. Okay, so what should I do in my downtime? Well, I'm probably gonna have to fix the makeup a little bit. Actually, I probably should get a little bit more food into my system. And reaffix the fangs a little bit stronger this time around. See, now I know that you've got to be... Mods, don't do anything just yet. Now I know that you've got to be a troll. Because A, y'all have never produced this particular Reddit thread or whatever. And B, that is literally antithetical to me. I have hard limits posted up in several places, and that is one of my hard limits. So I think you know exactly what those are, and I think you know exactly so I'm supposed to search up something that's not even my username. Like, dude, at this point, no, there you go. That's another word that you know that I don't like. Mods, go ahead and block them. You're done. You are done. Thank you. That is the second time they have used that particular word, and that does not fly with me. They have already been warned. Now and I say this not so much with pride, but a little bit of surprise. That was a master baiter. They kept that going for a couple of days. Thank you, darling. Base layer of Kat Von D's Witch as a stain. And then JL Magic. The color is called The Void. I absolutely love it. It goes on so gorgeously. And then I added just a touch of, I think it's called Game Night. And it was part of a Tetris palette. So, yeah. This is only supposition. The supposition of it all is that they are trying to bait a rage response. Like, not just a little bit of rage. They are trying to either get a rage response or get a fluster response. And I'm like, I'm very clear about my hard limits, especially within those particular arenas. There are... BDSM, educationally, is a very, very broad term, and it encompasses a whole lot of different proclivities. And I always make it very clear as to which proclivities that I do not participate in because, ew, they unsettle my spirit. Other people can do it, fine. I'm not gonna yuck your yum or whatever, but for me, I'm just like, no, no. But yeah. Well, yeah, and we had another person. I'm like, some of the phrasing that Tammy was using, Tammy 1 and Tammy 2, was using, it was very reticent of another troll that we had in here, almost word for word phrasing. And when I not only denounced that particular proclivity, but also made it very clear that I do not participate in it, I do not find it acceptable, they then threw out basically a slur at me, and it was like, oh no. And Tammy was already told never, ever, ever to call me GIRL. Not only is it a gender thing, it is, she's, at least by the PFP, is palm colored, and I'm not no Negro. I'm not her Negro. I ain't a house. I ain't from the house. That does not fly with me. Yeah. Exactly. I'm like, I don't participate in the deep red. I don't participate in sharp objects. I don't participate in age or race. Those, just neither one of those ever taste good. I don't participate in like feminizing or SISSI. I'm sorry, SISSY. Because I don't find anything wrong with being feminine. I don't find anything wrong with being a woman. And to denigrate someone using femininity as the punishment doesn't sit for me. Other people can do it. I don't care. But like, yeah, I'm very clear about where my hard limits are, and I tend to tell people up front or let them know very shortly after. They're like, hey, do you do this? Oh yeah, no, that's not me. You can find somebody else by all means, but yeah, it doesn't work for me. Sorry, no. But yeah, it's like, the fuck. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I can make a meal of practically anything talking wise. Thank you. Again, it's part of that long and storied life that I've had. I have learned to speak on so many a subject. Oh yeah, and shit happens. But again, so usually we get the minnow baiters. We get, just the regular stock and standard type troll. Those are the minnow baiters. Every now and again, you'll get like the medium size, like the mackerels, the big mouths, the bass. You're like, oh, okay, no, you got me for a while. And every now and again, we get. I think so far we've only had maybe 2, maybe 3 in my entire career. That was one of them. That was a master baiter. They sunk that hook in and drug it for a while, like over multiple days. I'm like, What Tammy didn't realize is I was actually keeping track of a lot of the shit they were saying, because I'm just like, I need to make sure. I need to make actually sure. But the fact that they tried to bring up, like, the Reddit thread. Do I look like I'm going through Reddit fucking looking for my own name? My dude. If you can't produce the thread, I'm gonna call bullshit. At best, you're what? Running out and trying to spread that information probably under a sock account. Like, honestly, if they had produced the thread, I would have been like, and why are you going and searching for that kind of shit? Why are you going out and finding that kind of shit? And why do you feel the need to bring me that? Yeah. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. Okay, so it's coming up on 7 o'clock. I am going to try to get a cold compress on my eyes so I look a little bit more respectable. And other than that, I'm going to head off. I will be back tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a little ASMR tomorrow. A little calm down, a little tone down. Possibly we'll do some battling. Who knows? We'll play it by ear as best we can. And, fuck it. If the trolls want to come at it, let's go. Let's go. Let's rock, Doc. Other than that, thank you for showing up, my darlings. That was a wild frickin' night that we had just right there. Just, yeah. But, bye.